Alright, so I'm actually recording tomorrow's episode right now because I have time and I don't really want to work on anything else. So let's get going. This episode is episode 88, and you may be wondering, why is this titled 88? It's the first one on your channel. Well, through 3 different YouTube channels, I've actually went through 87 episodes, not counting reviews, mini episodes, and little different things. So, this is episode 88. And it started on Monday, May 30th, and it technically ends tonight at midnight, so I'm probably going to add a little bit more stuff if I put any more news on the websites, or I might just leave it for next week. But remember, you can get all of this up-to-date news if you just sign on to thepausemenu.weebly.com and read. Now, Sony's had a lot of problems in a month and a half or more. They've been hacked, the PSN goes down, they're continuing to be harassed by some cyber terrorist group, and now their NGP is going to be released, dated, and named at E3. But there's a source coming around that the new name for the NGP, the Next Generation Portable, the fantastic handheld that they're coming out with all kinds of different features and cool little technical little doodads, call them doodads. It should be called the Vita, V-I-T-A. Yes, that's Latin for life, and that is what the new Sony handheld is going to be called. Now, if you're a fan of THQ's Metro 33, you probably followed the sequel's many names and many different rumors, but it's actually been confirmed by THQ that Metro Last Light will be released probably within the calendar year of 2012, and it will simultaneously release with the PS3, 360, and the PC. A lot's being said about Metro, well, 34. Most of it will be released at E3 tomorrow. Well, not tomorrow, Monday. And Danny Bilson of the EVP Core Games of THQ says, "We believe that Metro 2033 was a flawed masterpiece," and it was. The game had a lot of really good mechanics and it was really clever, but it didn't mold together. Now, when The Witcher came out for PC, it was painful to watch because I don't have a PC good enough to play games like that. I wish I could, but I don't. And The Witcher is one of those games that you envy. I mean, you want to fight PC owners because they can play games that look a lot better and can function better. I mean, a mouse and a keyboard are a lot better at doing commands than a controller. And people who say they don't, you're lying, or you have just not seen enough. But The Witcher 2 is actually confirmed for the 360 and the PS3. Even though a release date for these copies are to be announced, E3 is going to have the gameplay footage from the 360 and the PS3 console this June 6th through the 9th. Now, Guitar Hero's dead, and Rock Band is teetering on just hanging in there. I mean, they're on the fence. But Ubisoft is releasing Rocksmith, which actually allows you to play a real guitar, even your own, against famous tracks, or you can even make your own inside the game, which is phenomenal. This was the game that I reported on a long time ago, like episode 30-something, that George Harrison's son was actually working with Ubisoft and Sony to do this game and make it really real. Even though they released a track list for Rocksmith, there's nothing really different. I mean, a lot of these songs have been played a lot. I mean, you have Song 2 by Blur, you have Rebel Rebel by David Bowie, Sweet Home Alabama by Leonard Skinner, you got Breed and In Bloom by Nirvana, and then they've added a few new people. I mean, the Black Keys, I like seeing them in there. If you want to see the full track list, you can go over to thepausemenu.weebly.com. Now I know it's a long shot if you've already got tired of StarCraft 2, and if you have, you're playing the shit out of Blizzard. Actually releasing the first expansion pack to StarCraft 2, entitled Heart of the Swarm. Now according to Blizzard, we will take as much time as is needed to ensure that Heart of the Swarm meets the expectations of our players as well as our own high standards. And Blizzard's high standards are higher than anyone who plays their games. That is for sure. Now Swarm's going to be introducing about 20 new single-player missions with units and abilities that are only available in the campaign. Now I know you're waiting for a release date, but I'm sorry I don't have one. THQ announced its UFC Undisputed 3. Bet you didn't expect that one coming. If you want to check out the 3 big, huge screenshots, you can head on over to theposemenu.weebly.com. Sony and Overkill announced Payday the Heist, which is only going to be available on the PlayStation Network. Now, when I say heist, there used to be a game that was HEI $T. This is not the same game. That game was actually canceled, and a lot of stuff happened to that game, but this is actually the heist as in the subtitle for Payday. This new game allows you to step into the shoes, I guess that's the saying, of a career criminal looking for like the next huge score. Now the game is going to be set with 3 different specialties you can choose from. You have Assault, Sharpshooter, and Support. And you can unlock and earn weapons and equipment to fit your own style that you choose from in single player and multiplayer. Now you'll be able to have 3 different partners in crime to just cause destruction and blood splattering fun with bank robberies, prisoner extractions, armored carjackings, and all kinds of other stuff. Now, the AI can be controlled by the computer, or you can have a player 2 join in your fun and destruction. Now, according to Sony and Overkill, the game boasts dynamic environments, adaptive enemy behavior, shifting entry points, FBI agents rappelling down on ropes through the skylights, SWAT team crashing through the windows, and special units crawling through the ventilation shafts. Makes it an easy playthrough for every heist. Makes each playthrough of every heist a unique fight. I am dyslexic. I am sorry. First off, the titles and release dates for The Hobbit are actually released to the public. There's been a lot of rumors circling around this, whether or not Peter Jackson's going to be alive to see the rest of this movie in development because he had some bad surgery that I won't go into detail with. But he's alive and well, and the movie is already in production, even though New Zealand really didn't want them to be made. Alright, the first film, there is going to be 2 of them, is going to be titled The Hobbit, An Unexpected Journey, and it should be released on December 14th of 2012. Yes, more than a year and a half. Sorry, folks. It takes a long time to make a movie. The second film will be titled The Hobbit, surprise there and Back Again. Now that one is slated for a December 13th, 2013 release date. Even though it is a long time away, I'm pretty sure they're going to keep it in December if it's not going to be on the same release week. But who knows? Now, under Jackson's direction, these movies are all being shot in 3D, and they're all using the new red cameras that are worth like $5 million a piece, and Peter Jackson bought like 25 of them. So you can do the math. If you're a Daniel Craig fan, you have to like this news. Bond 23 is officially announced and dated, although there's not really a name to it yet. Now, not many other details have been released other that Daniel Craig is going to be returning as James Bond, and there's not even a subtitled, little moniker to go after James Bond, so we'll have to see and wait. Now, here's one of the things that I was talking about is all the images that I want to save and all of the little screenshot stuff that I just come across that I save because I have tons of them on my computer. Wrong Turn 4 actually has posted its first synopsis of the next movie and the poster, as you can see here. Here's the full synopsis. At an isolated hospital deep in the West Virginia wilderness, whatever, 3 hideously deformed mutants go on a merciful killing spree. Merciless. I have really fucked that up. Let me try again. At an isolated hospital deep in the West Virginia wilderness, 3 hideously deformed mutants go on a merciless killing spree. Now, decades later, this family of bloodthirsty cannibals is stalking new prey. I can't fucking read. A group of young skiers trapped by a blizzard. The abandoned medical wards soon become killing fields as the panicked victims come face to face with the chilling choice: fight back or die. With bonus footage, 2 graphics for theaters. It was never... I don't think it's going to be in theaters at all. Wrong Turn 4 takes you to the most terrifying place of all, the beginning. Wrong Turn 4's release is actually to be announced, so don't get your hopes up.